Okay, hello and welcome to another video. And for this one we will continue with our monthly inspection on the upcoming releases for anime figurines coming up this November. The criteria is the same as last time. These are figurines that I nitpicked out of many figurines Ami has on their list. We'll save the best in my opinion for last, and I should have chapters enabled, so go ahead and skim through the parts if you're only interested in some of the figures on the list. Okay, yeah, but first a bit of an update for last month's list. More than half of those from October had rescheduled releases, which you can see on the screen right now. Yeah, this tend to happen a lot, but this time it's like took up like half of our list, so yeah, there were some changes, but I think that's long enough for an intro. Let's get started. Here are my top 10 anime figurines set to be released for the month of November 2022. Alright, coming in on the first spot we have a Ryza figure from Atelier Ryza 2 by Good Smile Company. I think it's pronounced Atelier. This figure is a summer theme, so we can see Ryza on the beach and in a bikini holding a beach ball. Of course they didn't forget that part. That gave Ryza a slight boost in popularity. I love the way they made the chest press up against the beach ball. You can say that it's a really edgeless figure because it's got a lot of curves. As the design revolves around circles, very prominent to look at. Normally for me, anime figurines in a bikini is kind of boring as a figure design, but Ryza here will be a sight for sore eyes. The figure is just pretty overall, the face, the pose, the base, the props. I would pre-order it, but by the time I got around to it, the pre-orders are closed. So yeah, this figure is at 260mm or 10.2 inches tall. What a great time to be a Ryza fan. As they say, thick thighs do in fact save lives. Alright, up next we have an Erza Scarlet in a bunny outfit from Fairy Tail. This time it's made by Freeing. Erza here looks amazing, and it's not just in a bunny outfit, I mean everything just fits. The expression, the pose, and the outfit, not to mention the height of the figure, it's a 1/4 scale figure, so it stands at 480mm or 8.9 inches tall, and that's a tall figure. You're definitely going to need a bigger display if you're one of the folks who pre-ordered this, so yeah, props to you, man. Coming in at number 3 we have a Barbara figure from Genshin Impact. It's by Kotobukiya. The pose is a bit overused at this point. That doesn't mean I don't like the pose though. 2 of my favorite figures has this pose, so a third one won't really bother me. Plus it's Barbara. Look at her, she's freaking cute. Her musical note effects surround the figure. That's probably the one you should keep an eye on. It looks fairly fragile enough to break if you're not careful. I don't like the base she's standing on, to be honest. It's too colorful for my taste. It kinda doesn't fit really for some reason. Otherwise she's standing at 270mm or 10.6 inches tall. That's a really good size. At number 4 it's Lena from 86 by the company Stronger. I really like the inviting nature of this figure. It's like, I swear I'm not crazy, but it seems like she's about to say something, right? Yeah, you definitely said yes just now, I can tell. But anyway, looks like this figure comes in 2 forms, one where she's holding her hat and the other one is where she's saluting without her hat. The one with the hat is better, by the way. I just love that she's smiling on this one. The face is just the one that catches your attention immediately. She stands at 230mm or 8.9 inches tall. This one I predict will have an inflated price once it starts circulating in the market. Okay, for the 5th one we have something freaky, and that's just because it's Himiko Toga from My Hero Academia by Taito and Spirit Tail. Yeah, this figure just screams cute and crazy, which really fits Toga's character. I simply love the base clutter of her things. Though it is colorful, it blends together so it doesn't stand out more than the character itself, and that's how I like it. Toga's pose and facial expression is on point, as you can see. The figure is also covered in chains. I really like that design choice. It's basically cute and threatening in one package. This figure is at 200mm or 7.8 inches tall, so it's not really that big of a figure, but considering she's sitting down, I guess it's okay. Alright, so the sixth one we have a figure from Kenja no Denshi Onanoru Kenja, and it's of Mira by Furyu. Oh, it radiates cuteness. I just can't. I really love her outfit, and the texture from these shots alone look really good. It seems as though the frills has some sort of transparency to it, which gives it a great texture. Compared with the previous figure, it's space that you see first and foremost, because of its different colors absent on the figure. I guess the one thing that I don't like about this is that her mouth is not noticeable, so to me, at some angles I guess, so she looks kind of mouthless. Nevertheless, the pose and the base has a nice flow to it. This figure stands at 220mm or 8.6 inches tall. That's a pretty good height. It's the width you should be worried about, since she has a ribbon flowing from her backside. So yeah, that's probably gonna take up space. The seventh one is another Ryza figure from Atelier Ryza. I mean. This one is by Fat Company. Fitting name. I really like this figure simply because of Ryza's pose. She's sitting up straight with her arms pressed in between her thighs. It brings out other prominent features, and this in turn actually removes your focus from her famous thighs, which is the staple of her other figures. This time it's the shoulders and chest area that's the centerpiece, at least for me, that is. I also love the expression on this Ryza figure. She's simply smiling, but it fits so well with her pose. Yeah. This is a 1/6 scale figure, so it's not small by regular standards. Sure, it only has the height of 6.4 inches, but the proportions should be bigger than your average 1/8 or 1/7 figure. Okay, yeah, up next for number 8 we have another sit-in figure. This time it's from a series, I'm probably gonna mispronounce, but let me try. Hige o suru, Soshite, Joshikousei o Hirou. And it's of Ogiwara Saya by Good Smile Company. And there's not much to say about this figure aside from the pose it's really cute. Expressions might be lacking, but still really cute. I don't think this is a scale figure though. I don't see any scale, but her height is at 165mm or 6.4 inches tall, similar to the 1/6 Ryza figure, so I believe she could pass off as a 1/6 scale as well. She's just so compact and it's kinda cute. I really have nothing to say about this because you can see it yourself. Look at this. Alright, we are at number 9 now, and we have another 1/6 figure, and it's an original character which is called Black Bunny Aoi by Enso Toys. She really has long legs, but what got me is how her pose is just her fixing her glasses while also making a pose. Originally wasn't a fan of bunny outfit figures before, but the more I delved deep into this hobby, the more I understand the appeal. This is probably the only time I can say I like the non-happy expression. For some reason, it works with a sexy vibe to it. That being said, she is at 310mm or 12.2 inches tall, so it's a pretty tall figure. As with other bunny outfit figures out there, can't complain, I honestly want one. Womp womp.
Womp womp!
We are at number 10 now, and we have a Yuki Asuna from Sword Art Online by Good Smile Company. It's a really beautiful Asuna figure. I think they really like making figures of Asuna with her arms up, because yeah, there's a lot of those. For this one, I really like her hair that flows in one direction, creates that wavy orange background. Though I'm not a fan of how pink her outfit is, it still kind of works because of the hair. The hair just kind of outlines her outfit, making it pop, so everything about it is complementing each other. The way she holds the sword kind of creates a frame for her face, though like I mentioned before, it would probably be better if she had more expressive expression. But the expression is the only thing about this figure that I don't like. But overall, it's an elegant and beautiful figure, which is at 295mm or 11.6 inches tall. Pretty tall for a 1/7 scale if you ask me, but might have something to do with her arm raised and the elevated base. And finally, the last and most beautiful figure coming out this month is an Azur Lane figure. This one is of Formidable and it's by Alter. I just freaking love Alter, man. Look how everything flows downward. The ribbon flaps, the skirt frills, the melons. Okay, yeah, the expression once again kind of needs more something, but I can't deny that it's one heck of a beautiful figure. I really like the base. That's just plain transparent circle too. They probably might change that, but so far I'm seeing what I'm seeing here. Just a plain transparent circle. And I don't think this figure really needs more attention. It can definitely be amazingly beautiful by itself. So, you know, clear base, no extra props for the base. That's good for me. She is at 240 millimeters, which is at 9.4 inches tall. That's a great height. Also very expensive, you can see on the screen right now. Yeah, I can't afford this, especially custom stacks, Jesus Christ. But definitely labeling it as a holy grail for me, and I shall have it someday for sure. But that's all about all the figures coming out this month of November 2022 that I found really beautiful. All the links to their Ami page can be found in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.